Welcome back to Advocacy Alchemy with Professor Ross. This evening we have a video of a mom of a small child, drunk and arrested on a domestic violence charge. These type of cases happen quite often, and you know, they're not necessarily, well, I want to say they're not run of the mill, but they really are kind of run of the mill. You have people that argue at home and get into fights. And if a female hits a male, it's still a battery. All right. It can be charged as a domestic battery charge, and the police have to take action. Now, there's some other circumstances here that you'll see very soon, but this is a case out of Florida. So first of all, we'll pull up our search. I had started here on trying to see where this was. I had to do some backtracking, and I'll show you all how I did it here. We'll delete that out. And let's see, we'll split the screen here. All right, this is the last few minutes of the video, where it kind of shows you what happened in the end and what the results were. So we see that the charge was, a battery by intentional touch or strike. We see the code over there in front of it, 784.031A1. Let's take that information there, and we're going to plug it in up here. In fact, let me move my keyboard around so that's easily accessible. All right, but let's take a look. All right, so we have, what was that, 784? Let's see here. Four point zero three one. Okay, so just so you know, the video itself doesn't tell us, or at least I don't believe it told us where this happened. So we're doing a reverse search. We have what that looks like to be a code section. So we simply throw that into a search engine. It could be Google, it could be Yahoo, it could be anything. And let's see if it's going to pull back what state this is in. And it did, once again. So looking at a plethora of all laws that are available, we'll begin to winnow down our search. I mean, we'll make our search smaller to find the answer. It pulled back on the first query. It says the Florida Statute 784.03, battery, a felony battery. Under Florida Statute Section 784.03, 1A1, battery is defined as occurring when a person actually or intentionally touches or strikes another person against their will. This means that any intentional, non-consensual touching or striking of another person can be considered battery under Florida law. All right, so that's where we're at. We see some other charges she's being faced with is battery on an officer, firefighter, EMT worker, etc. resisting an officer with violence, battery on an officer. So she has 2 batteries on police officers. Let's look at that, resisting an officer with violence. Find my mouse. All right. And it's pullback under Florida Statutes Section 843.01, resisting officer with violence to his or her person. It's a criminal offense to knowingly and willfully resist, obstruct, or oppose any officer as defined under Section 943.10 by offering or doing violence to the person of such officer. This statute clarifies or classifies such actions as a felony of the 3rd degree, punishable by or as provided under Section 775.082, 083, and 084. Let's find out what the punishments are for a level 3 felony in Florida. Excuse me. In Florida, a 3rd degree felony is a criminal offense punishable by up to 5 years in prison, a fine of up to $5,000. You see some examples there. Resisting an officer is one of them. Okay. All right, let's jump in and let's take a look at this video. Let's see what we have here. This is a fairly interesting one in that it really does prove that point once again, and I'll play the soundbite. The street is not the place to argue your case. All right, that's just so true, up and down. And as we do more of these videos, you'll see the street is not the place to argue your case, all right? Never is, never will be, all right? So let's jump in. Let's start this video over, and we'll pause as we go, and I'll give all credits to the makers of this video in the description below. Give them a watch, and maybe give them a subscription over there too. And subscribe to our channel over here. You know, we're trying to give some common knowledge, legal understanding to help you in your daily life to look at the world differently, to understand that the world is already viewed very differently when you have a lens of what the laws are in various locales. All right, so with that, that's enough talking. Let's jump into a little bit of the video, and as important things come up, we'll pause, we'll discuss, and we'll work everything that way. All right.
An intoxicated woman prompts her own husband to call the police on her after violently arguing with their baby present.
I am showing you what she just did to me.
You're not living with her.
Oh, I'm not?
No.
Oh. But you're leaving, right?
She fell down.
It's okay.
Open the door back up.
Okay, so you see right off the back what prompted this call. All right, the call was prompted because they were arguing she won't put the baby down, so she's walking around with the baby drunk, and she fell. All right, I think as a result of that fall, we'll find out is the baby got a bump on her head. All right, so the husband or boyfriend, significant other. All right, I think he ends up being the husband by the time all of this is over, but maybe a boyfriend at this time or whatever. But the significant other called the police, and he's really just trying to get her handled and situated so that the baby doesn't get hurt. All right? Some of the things we always sort of talk about in the beginning. Look at the video here. This is a Axon body cam. This is a third generation. All right? This is this officer's serial number for his body cam. This happened back on April the 23rd, I'm sorry, of 2024, so just a few months ago. And this is at 6 o'clock, 6:45 in the evening, all right? We know this is in Florida since we've done a reverse sort of legal search looking at the description of what the charge was. Nice palm tree here. Kind of a big throw off, right? Saying, hey, look, this is somewhere sunny. Either California or Florida. Makes a good sense, right? Big palm trees. All right, but let's jump back in and let's see what's going on with this situation.
Get out of push me. Don't hit me. Get off. Ow. Ow.
She could take her to jail.
You send me that video?
She's got to go. I can't do this anymore.
Where did she hit you at?
The face. Yeah, she kicked that door in. She kicked the door in the garage in. She almost killed the baby like a couple weeks ago. We left her in that hot truck.
What happened after the two other deputies that were here left?
Okay, so listening to what the significant other is saying, there, obviously there's a little bit of a problem here. So wants the officer to step in and help out with the situation, and he said that he does want her to go to jail for hitting him. All right, so we're going to see how this incident evolves. I will say that no one was seriously injured. All right, no one's tased. There are some threats of hog tying her, but doesn't really all the way happen. Watch and see. And let's see what all happens here.
She came in, kicked the door in, said the baby was crying, so she had to grab her while I was on the phone with 911. She took the baby, she put the baby into the wagon, and then she said she was leaving with the baby. I said she wasn't leaving with the baby. She came out, fell in the doorway. She was messing with the baby, and then she came out, tried to shut the door on me, and took a swing at me.
So you opened, so she shut the door and you opened it back up?
I was in the doorway, I was against the door. She tried to pull the door shut, push me out of the way, and then took a swing at me.
Do you have any marks on you?
Not that I can see, I got a beard.
Where'd she shove you at?
She just shoved me right here.
Do you lift your sleeve up then?
I don't think I got any marks, but yeah, it is on video.
Turn around this way. Turn your head. Alright, turn it the other way. Now look straight at me. Hold your arms out like that. Alright, and she didn't kick you or anything?
No,
she didn't slap you?
Pushed me out of the way of the door and tried to swing at me.
Alright, then what happened after that? You stayed out here?
Yeah, I walked out because I had already called the police. And then I was talking to them out there. She was following me around the whole house here. And I told them that. I said, she's following me around the house.
Are you guys married?
Yeah.
How long you guys been married for?
A little over a year.
How old is your child?
7 months.
7 months? Okay.
All I'm trying to do is make sure my daughter's safe tonight. And if I can't...
Okay, so I apologize. They are married. He said they've been married for about a year. They have a 7-month-old child. So we can take notes on all that and figure out, what's happening here. All right, so obviously it's a domestic violence sort of incident. Let's look up what in Florida. We'll split the screen out like this. All right, we'll look at domestic battery here and see what I always say about that. Let's see. All right. So in Florida, our search was FL. That's the abbreviation for Florida, domestic battery. It says in Florida, domestic battery involves the intentional touching or striking of a family or household member against their will. All right, same Florida statute. I think we already looked at it. So 741.28, family or household member includes spouses, former spouses, persons related by blood or marriage, and individuals who are or have been in a dating relationship. All right, here in my home jurisdiction, we use that very same terminology. Individuals who are or have been in a dating relationship. That may have been under some federal regulations that came out with the VAWA, Violence Against Women Act. Domestic battery is typically charged as a first-degree misdemeanor, carrying penalties up to 1 year in jail or 12 months of probation. A fine of up to $1,000. Additional consequences may include mandatory completion of a batterer's intervention program. Some cases, minimum jail sentences of up to 5 days. All right. Anybody out there, if you or someone you care about is dealing with a battery situation, get in touch with a lawyer in your local jurisdiction. Okay. All right. Let's jump back in the video and see what's happening here.
Care of her because she's kicking doors in, taking swings at me, locking me out of the house. I'm not going to be able to keep my daughter safe, and that's the problem.
I gotcha. All right. Just to confirm, when she hit you in the face, was it a closed fist, open hand?
It happened so fast, I don't know.
But she just hit you in the face with her hand.
It's on the doorbell cam. It's on this video.
Can you show me that video again?
Yeah.
And I'll give you a phone number to send it to.
Okay.
You're not living with her.
Oh, I'm not?
No.
Oh, but you're leaving, right? Can't you? I know.
Get out of my... Push me. Don't hit me. Get out.
Okay. I'm going to give you a phone number to send that to. You want to give me a statement about what happened today?
I can give you a statement.
Okay.
Why are you asking?
So I'm investigating disturbance.
So he gave you a statement?
Yeah, he did.
Okay. Well, make sure you grab his phone, and we're gonna review the cameras in our house.
Okay.
Because we don't need any statements. You just need to watch what happened.
I am Deputy Bradshaw, County Sheriff's Office. Person being interviewed is. State your full name and date of birth, please.
Samantha.
All right. Are you under the influence of drugs and/or alcohol?
No.
Do you know what the meaning of perjury is?
Yes.
Do you swear to or affirm the statement you're about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth?
Yes, sir.
All right. So go ahead and tell me what happened today.
It started this morning. I woke up. He was upset because I didn't let him sleep in, even though it was both of our days off, and I never get the chance to sleep in. So it started there. He told me I was a worthless piece of shit and that he was better off with his ex. And I told him he better stop before it gets bad.
Okay, so notice that when the officer first gets there, he does ask her a couple questions. Are you under the influence of any alcohol or drugs? All right. Do you understand what it means to perjure yourself? Or do you understand the meaning of perjury? All right. She answered yes. It's all on video. So if they do have to do some field sobriety tests, anything of that nature, they can always come back up. All right, let's continue watching.
Just stop while he's ahead. He stopped and then he continued. I left and I came back. I left, I came back. I tried to explain to him why I was upset. He continued to insult me and I told him to get the fuck out of my face. And that's pretty much what happened today.
Okay. So what happened right here at the door?
What do you mean?
So when you were loaded, what's her name?
Okay, that was not me who zoomed into the camera there. This is their video. You see her face. So when he pointed to a very specific location, said, "What happened right here in this door right here?" And watch how she gets with the baby. She's going to start holding the baby real tight here in just a second. And she kind of knows she's in the wrong. She remembers what happened right there. All right, let's go.
Samantha Jr.
Okay, so when you were loading Samantha Jr. into the wagon, you're about to go on your walk. What happened at the door, at the front door right here?
He continued running his mouth. I told him to mind his business, and I tried to leave with my daughter.
What did you do in the process of that?
Push him out of my face. Other than that, I didn't do anything. And it's all on camera.
Did you punch him, slap him, hit him?
No,
But you pushed him?
I pushed him out of my face. He doesn't need to be in my face, and he doesn't need to be in my daughter's face. If I'm trying to leave to get out of the situation, I have a right to do so.
Okay. How did your Samantha Jr. get the bump on her head?
My baby loves to jump face first off of her bed, don't you? Don't you?
Okay, now keep in mind that the officer has just watched a video where he saw her fall with the baby. That's why he's asking these very specific questions, and he was even able to ask her about the bump on the baby's head. She says that the baby jumps face first off the bed. Okay. Let's jump back in.
It's all on camera inside.
Is that all that happened today?
Besides me and him yelling at each other, yeah, that's all that happened today.
Okay. Did he punch, hit, or smack, or push you, or kick you, anything like that?
I don't want to answer that question.
Okay.
Even though she goes head first off of there.
What door did she break down?
Which time? Today?
Today.
Right? Yeah, today she kicked the garage.
Okay, so notice they've blocked off quite a few things here to make sure nobody can. They probably have something here saying what house number this is, and over here in the corner too. You know, and this is for these people's privacy. You know, nobody wants people to come by and look at who or where this happened at. All right. Now, I will say that if this goes to some sort of jury trial, a lot of these things will be unredacted. All right. The child's face, all these things here will be unredacted. All right. Because only the jury is watching this stuff. All right. Or whoever's in court that day for jury trial. All right. Let's jump back in.
Door in, well, she slammed it shut where it was pulled through and locked on the other, like the whole door jamb came through, and then she kicked it the other way and broke it off.
So that door inside the house where you go into
hinges,
is
and then
from.
while I was in there with my daughter, I had the door locked. I was in there feeding her, and she kept harassing me. I was on the phone with 911, and she literally kicked the door in while I was there.
Which door was that?
The bedroom door, my daughter's bedroom door.
Alright. Well, she's going for battery, so.
The officer then goes in the house and informs the woman she's going to be arrested.
Come take your daughter! I guess I'm going to jail.
Well, I guess you
Well,
should drink.
I haven't done I haven't done anything.
Listen, all you had to do was
Stop.
not drink.
Stop.
It's all on camera.
Stop.
It's on camera. It's fine. I'm not doing
Stop.
anything.
Sir, do me a favor, just one.
I am not. I'm literally taking care of our daughter. You're done. I'm literally going to tell them everything. You're done. Could you do me one favor?
She's gonna search you.
That's fine. Could you? I need my purse. Do
send
not leave my purse.
What happened to her head?
You need your purse? Okay, just come right here.
Do not leave my
We'll
purse.
grab your
We'll grab your
belongings, okay?
purse.
Stay right here. You have anything that's gonna stick or
Face
poke
the
me?
No,
garage.
I don't.
Alright, face this way.
You're done. It's all on
Samantha.
camera. You're done.
Stop.
No, he's done.
Stop.
No, he's done.
Walk
If
this way.
I'm going to jail, he's done.
Samantha.
I want to be as far.
He's not going back in the house.
No, I'm not. We can go anywhere. I want to be as far away from him as possible. Stay right here.
Take her to my car.
Go ahead. Susie.
Walk to the car. Walk to the car.
That's fine. And if I'm going to jail, I want him arrested as well.
For what?
For what? For assaulting me.
When?
It's on camera. Take him.
Okay, so remember, All right, we're at this stage in the game. She has been handcuffed. They're escorting her towards the car. At this point, if you or someone you love or someone you care about is being arrested and being escorted and they're doing all this talking, tell them to be quiet. Or if it's happening to yourself, be quiet. The street is not the proper place to try to argue your case. All right? Everything that's happening, take note of it. Deal with it when you have your attorney. Okay? Nothing's going to be achieved at this point. Once you are placed in cuffs, the police officers believe they've done enough to keep you in cuffs. They performed their investigation. They've talked to you and him. Now someone's going in cuffs. The street is not the proper place to argue your case. All right, let's jump back in. Let's pause for a second. Let's recognize what laws are at play here. So once again, we're talking about domestic battery, okay? All right, I'll pull that back up so everybody can see it. Let me get my mouse right. All right, so you see this can carry up to 1 year in jail, up to 12 months of probation, and fine of up to $1,000. All right, this is a felony, okay? And this is covered in pretty much every state, all right? Domestic batteries and things of that nature, all right? Third-degree felony offense, up to 5 years, all right? We're about to get ready to start seeing all the resisting arrests and all the stuff stemming from that, all right? You see where we're at. The person who's being arrested is very talkative, very energetic. It's going to get even more energetic.
Phone, look at our camera. As I've told you,
You can't just take his phone from him.
yes, you can. It's evidence.
All right, I'll ask him for it. What time? When did this happen? Today?
It did.
When? What time?
Can you spread your feet for me?
Yes, ma'am.
What time?
I don't know what time. In the last hour or two. Can we put these in front of me, please?
No.
This, just this one. Just this side. It's
Stop moving your wrist so much.
all right. Could you move this one?
Just stand here with her for a little bit.
While officers may have her secured for now, the situation would soon get much worse.
Did you see her bed?
Yeah, I saw her bed.
Yeah, there's no way. It's impossible.
Do you have footage from an hour ago of inside the house?
I don't know. She unplugged the camera a bunch of times, but I mean, I have.
Can you check for me?
What happened an hour ago?
She's just saying that you put hands on her or something. So I have to investigate the check.
I didn't, but we can go sit inside, I guess, and I'll try
Yeah.
to find it.
It's on our camera what you did to me. Why are you guys refusing to look?
All right, if nothing else, all right, let's try to understand the situation here, okay? And let's understand that I want to think about the best way to say this, all right? Because these are the type of situations that I deal with a lot, okay? I'm not necessarily dealing with so many orders of protections and things of that nature, but I see the results of these kinds of cases quite a bit. It's key to understand that once the police have become involved and people have been arrested, and you have small children involved, it becomes a toxic situation. That's probably the best way to put it. It becomes very toxic. It's going to be something that the two people involved are going to have to really think about whether they need to continue forth with this relationship. If it's going to be toxic where people are going to be arrested, it's something that, truly needs to be thought about. Is it the best relationship to be involved in? Remember, having the police called out to your home can be dangerous. These family situations can be explosive and very volatile. All right, let's continue forth and let's watch what happens to Miss Samantha.
Get it. Why are
Foot in the, put your foot in the car.
I have
Foot in the car.
I have rights too.
Okay, he already spoke to you. He grabbed a statement from you.
Yeah, he grabbed a statement, but he didn't look at the cameras.
He's still investigating, okay? Put your feet back in the car, okay?
Can you please just make him look at
Yes, I will tell him to look at the camera.
So what exactly am I being arrested for?
Did he tell you?
No. Nobody's told me why I'm in the back of the car. If he is detaining me, I deserve to know why. I have rights.
I will point your attention to, look at the time. It's not a bunch of time passing here while she's in the back of the car. You'll see, or she'll attempt to hyperventilate several times, acting like she's unable to breathe, but might not be true. Okay, let's jump back in and see where we're at. Let's see.
So what exactly am I being arrested for?
Did he tell you?
No. Nobody's told me why I'm in the back of the car. If he is detaining me, I deserve to know why. I have rights.
Your baby has a huge bump on her head.
Yes, because she jumps face first off of her fucking bed. Tell me why I'm being detained. Sir! Why am I being detained? Your officer refused to tell me why I'm in the back of your car. Sir!
Okay, if it's not apparent, we don't support this type of action at all here at Advocacy Alchemy. This is not the proper way to help your case at all. You see this face? Oh my goodness. Out there forever. All right. But anyways, this is not the proper way to act. All right. Remain calm. Remain silent. Let them take you to the police station. Get your fingerprints. Book you in. And potentially be let go. All right. With a ticket. Don't make things worse than they have to be. Reasonable person advice. Reasonable person. All right, let's continue forth.
Why am I being detained? I've asked her multiple times.
Stop.
Why am I being detained?
Stop.
Why am
You
I?
are not detained. You're under arrest
For what?
for battery
For battery of what?
to your boyfriend. Listen
My
to me.
boyfriend, where's his marks? Play the
Listen to
camera.
me.
Play the camera.
Listen to me.
Play the camera.
You either stop kicking
You play the fucking camera.
or you're going to be hobbled. Do you understand me?
Oh, hobble me. Take his fucking phone. Watch the camera. I have done nothing to my daughter.
Stop.
No, I'm
Nobody
not
said-
gonna stop. You're
nobody
not
said
gonna.
you do anything to your daughter.
That's
No,
why I'm in handcuffs in
No.
the back of your car.
It is not.
I didn't touch him at all. Where's the proof? Where did I touch him?
It's on video,
It's on. Yeah, it is on video. It's on video that he hit me too.
and we're going to investigate that.
Yes.
Stop.
Okay. As you see, now there's allegations that he hit her, but it wasn't apparent in the first parts of the videos that he's seen. All right, so that's going to become a deal here in just a second, back and forth. We're making this video here a part of the lecture series just to let people understand what all these peace officers have to go through on a daily basis. The variety of different types of cases that become a part of the prosecutor's file. They come in front of a judge. They have private attorneys sought after. Just the whole system, how it's built around a single incident. That's what we really want to think about here, right? All right, let's keep watching. Think about the resources being expended. There's one officer speaking to her there. There was a female officer on the scene too. And the next time we see officers, many officers will pause and take a look. Let's take a look at also the type of camera used here. This is a fleet cam. Axon Fleet, meaning a dash cam. This is a 3rd series. All right. Let's continue forth.
Make his f***ing video.
Stop yelling. But if you continue to kick,
You're not
gonna be hobbled.
I need
Okay?
I need air. If I'm being detained, that's fine. Just
No, you're not being detained. You're under arrest.
all right, that's fine. If I'm under arrest, that's fine. I still have a right to air.
You have air.
Except I don't.
The air conditioning's on.
This prevents
Stop.
the air conditioning from coming back here.
You got your hobbles?
Yeah, dude.
You refuse to let me have air conditioning.
The air conditioning's not a right.
No, having breathable air when I am an asthmatic is a right.
You have breathable air.
Oh, yeah, now that the door's open.
But you smoke and you have asthma? That doesn't make sense.
I don't what do you
Is
mean?
that your vape?
My vape? That's not
smoking?
that doesn't matter. I'm
All right, so a little back and forth there. She says she can't breathe in the cruiser, and that the air is not working because the cage stops the air. They're having a back and forth. She says she's an asthmatic. He says that, well, if you're an asthmatic, you smoke. She said, I don't smoke. He said, but this is your vape we just took from you before we put you in the car. And she doesn't really have a retort to that. So, once again, we're in Florida, so hey, back to it.
still have a right to breathable air. So leave the door open until we leave and then roll.
Demands.
You're not going to violate my rights. All right, that's fine. Oh, I can't breathe. I have asthma. I have asthma.
There, you got windows down.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
That's all I asked for. You don't have to be a f***ing asshole. Can I talk to you, please?
What's up?
You're the only one that seems reasonable.
Sure.
Have you looked at the videos?
I did, yes.
Yeah, you saw the little bit of whatever he put on.
I didn't see anything. Okay? I'm not sitting there going through hours and hours of footage.
It doesn't have to
When
be
you don't
hours and
have any
hours.
marks, you don't have anything. He has a video of you literally pushing him and punching him.
Getting him out of my face.
No, the video shows otherwise, just so you're aware.
Okay. Well, have you looked at all the other video that I asked you to?
I'm not going through weeks and weeks and
I'm not asking
hours and
you.
hours.
I'm just asking you to go through this morning.
I did. I didn't see anything.
I'd like to press charges too.
That's fantastic.
Yeah, well, it's gonna happen because what you did today was unacceptable.
I understand.
So I can show you all the video of him beating my ass, the black eyes, my cracked ribs, and you guys are gonna arrest him, right?
There will be an investigation, but
And he's gonna be arrested, right?
it's not how it works. If you're trying to get him in trouble because you're going to jail.
All right, he's searching for what to tell her what this is called. This is called retaliation. All right, once the police have been called, rightly so, for what happened right now you want to go into the past and bring things forward. That's simple retaliation. All right? It's only being brought forth because you're in trouble now. All right? A huge thing, and domestic violence is a large problem. But in the process of a relationship, you should never get in the habit, or you should understand the police are not to be a between two parties to get back at each other, calling the police on each other, so each other racks up charges, an abuse of the system. I guess that's what I'm trying to get at. That's a real thing also, okay? Abusing the system, and there are criminal charges for the abuse of the system, all right? To file false reports and things of that nature. If, there's no substantiating evidence to say whatever happened, all right? Okay, let's continue forward. Let's see what else happens.
Right now,
It doesn't
it's not
matter
gonna work.
why. If he's done something that is illegal, you're going to arrest him, right?
It would be an open investigation.
I don't know why you're trying to argue with me. If he's done something wrong, he's going to jail, yes or no?
Well, yeah. And when people break the law, they go to jail, Samantha.
Well, he's done nothing but break the f***ing law. You guys have been out here more than once.
Maybe you guys should just separate.
I'm gonna leave his f***ing ass after this, but you know what? I should not be the one going to jail when I've had broken ribs, a busted f***ing teeth, a broken orbital socket because he busted my face. Are you kidding me?
You gonna sit still?
What?
You gonna sit still?
I've been sitting still
Why your seatbelt off?
because it was choking me and I can't breathe.
Sit still and it won't choke you.
I've been sitting still. I have asked. Please don't. Don't.
Sit back.
Don't.
I'm putting your seatbelt on.
No, you're not.
Listen, you're gonna make this worse.
I'm gonna make this as worse as possible, and you guys are going to fucking jail for not investigating.
Her words, I'm going to make this as worse as possible. The street is not the place to argue your case. When a person is arrested, keep in mind, all right, if you ever have any police interactions and you're placed in handcuffs, even if you have not been read your Miranda rights yet, understand that you have a right to remain silent. Anything that you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. If you hear the sound of my voice speaking out to you right now, and you are ever arrested, anyone you know is ever arrested, you have the right to remain silent. All right? Now, there are certain things that you need to make sure you understand are going to happen. If you choose to enforce that right of remaining silent, you will be detained. You will be taken to the station. You will be booked in. You will not be able to continue about your day. All right? So that's a key thing to understand about how this process works. Sometimes people think because they magically bring some rule or law out here that's going to save them right there in the situation. No, it doesn't work like that. All right? If you had a right that was available that, we jumped forward too far? What happened? We jumped to the end of that bad boy. Press the key on accident. Scroll through. Let's see. All right. I think we're about 13 minutes in. But as I said, the street is not the place to argue your case. All right? There's not going to be some magic rule that saves you when you're already in restraints. All right? Now, the police may want to speak with you to try to ascertain what's going on, but that's still only been written down to go into a report for later on. Going to be going to the police station. All right? Nothing wrong with that. If you don't have anything going on that's wrong, go ahead and deal with your business and be released later on. All right, let's jump back in.
Don't.
I'm putting your seatbelt on.
No, you're not.
Listen, you're gonna make this worse.
I'm gonna make this as worse as possible, and you guys are going to fucking jail for not investigating what you're doing. Yeah, turn it on. No.
Alright, you can sit over there, that's fine.
It's fine. You're not buckling me in for nothing. If you touch me, I swear to God, I'm going to sue you guys. I have asked you more than once to review the cameras. You're arresting me for something I didn't do. He showed you a very little bit.
Stop.
No.
You want additional charges? You're gonna get battery on LA.
Go ahead.
That's a felony charge.
I am not.
Stop.
I have done nothing. I want him arrested for assaulting me. I want you to look at
For your safety.
I want you to look at the. We're not leaving until you look at the cameras and arrest it. That
But a
is.
key thing that I want everybody to understand here, okay, is that why I always say this is a dangerous interaction is because look at how the woman Samantha here is acting, okay? These officers are being very, very gentle with her, but what happens when officers are very rough with someone? All right, I think we have several videos in the past, and we have some that are in the vault we haven't brought out yet, where the officers are very rough with people. And that's why it's best to go ahead and comply. Make it home safely. To don't allow the officers to have to get rough with you. It's important to know your rights, but it's also important to remain safe. Okay, let's jump back in.
Worse. I am filing a complaint. It is your duty as an officer of the law to investigate what I am telling you. And if you refuse to do
We're
so,
not refusing it. We're just not doing it right now.
not in the what?
So
I'm not. Then I'm refusing to put the seatbelt on right now. I have done nothing wrong. Nothing. Sir,
put your feet back in the car right now.
I want to talk to you. I'm not trying to escape. I'm trying.
Put your feet back in the car
You're
right now.
gonna fucking talk to me, or you're gonna get a supervisor out here right now.
I am supervisor.
Well, then get your supervisor out here. I want a corporal. I want a fucking captain.
I am the
Then I want
supervisor,
the
not-
captain.
You're not getting
There's
the
no captain working right now.
Then I want your supervisor, and I have a right to ask for it.
As soon as we're done here.
As soon as we're done here, we're not
Yeah.
done here until I get a supervisor.
Hey.
If you touch me, we're gonna have a problem.
We're gonna have some issues if you touch
Yeah, we are gonna have some fucking problems.
Stop.
Give us your leg.
No, you're not touching me. Don't touch me. I am gonna. Don't you fucking touch me. Don't touch me. I want a supervisor. I have a right to a supervisor. I have a right to a supervisor.
I am supervisor,
Give
man.
us
No, you're not.
You can't fight and you're going to get a battery on LEO charge.
I'm not touching you. You're touching me.
Samantha, give us your legs.
No. You're gonna give me a supervisor. I have a right to a supervisor. I have rights.
I am the supervisor.
Then give me your.
Stop
I
fighting.
want your supervisor.
You're gonna get tased.
I want your supervisor
You're gonna
now.
get tased.
It's on camera. I want your supervisor. I want your fucking captain. Now.
No captain working. That's not how it works.
I don't give a fuck. I want your supervisor, and I have a right to ask for it. I have a right to ask for your superior. If you tase me because I asked for your superior, we're gonna
That's
have.
not why you're getting tased.
No.
Or threatened to be tased.
I'm
You're not
asking. I am complying. I've done nothing but.
Don't bite me.
I haven't bitten you.
You did bite me.
No, I didn't. Where? I've done nothing but.
Don't bite me.
Where?
Samantha, give us your legs.
No. I want a supervisor. I want a supervisor. I want a supervisor. I want your superior. Now.
He's on his way.
Then don't touch me. If he's on his way, don't touch me. Don't touch me. They're me. I want a supervisor. No.
All right, so as you see, these officers now have to treat her a certain way. A bunch of screaming back and forth about wanting a supervisor, trying to hog tie her legs. That's what it means to hobble or to hog tie. Is to tie a person's legs so they can't resist. So this person can be strapped in properly to the car and they can be transported into the jail. All this extra stuff takes extra time away from these officers being available to go deal with a real situation somewhere else. Not saying this situation is not real, but this is not very serious. All right, there's really no need. If she was just complying and she was not drunk, all right, this could all be over with. But now we have 1, 2, 3, at least 3 officers, but I think it's going to end up being about 5 officers here in just a few minutes. Let's watch.
Asking for a supervisor.
He's on his way.
Then bring him here. Why are you holding me like this?
You're trying to kick us and bite us.
I am not trying to do anything but ask for a supervisor on recording. It's literally on recording.
Just put her feet inside.
Stop. I swear to God. Don't you touch me. Stop it! I haven't done anything wrong.
Jesus Christ.
Let me go! You. I want a supervisor now.
Stop resisting.
I'm not resisting anything. I want a supervisor.
Relax your leg. Taser. Listen.
I swear to God, you
this is your last
we're gonna
chance.
have talk. I haven't done anything.
Let me ask you, do you believe that she's received more chances than other people you've seen before? That's always something hard to quantify. How many opportunities a person was given to comply before the police escalate the level of force continuum. These are all soft controls. Remember we talked about those before? Let's do a search for some of those. We'll go here. Florida police self-control methods. All right, law enforcement. Let's see. All right, Florida police self-control methods. Florida law enforcement agencies employ a range of self-control methods to manage situations with minimal force, emphasizing de-escalation and non-lethal techniques. All right. These methods include verbal de-escalation. Stop resisting. Stop or we'll have to do this. Defensive tactics. These involve techniques such as holds, joint locks, pressure points, designed to control subjects without causing significant harm. The Florida Basic Recruit Training Program includes comprehensive defense tactics training. The use of less lethal weapons. Tools like pepper spray, tasers, batons are employed to subdue individuals while minimizing the risk of serious injury. Policies such as those from the Orlando Police Department provide guidelines on the use of less lethal weapons. Crisis intervention techniques. Officers receive training to effectively interact with individuals experiencing mental health crises, focusing on de-escalation and appropriate response strategies. That's interesting. Going back to the situation, don't you want your officers trained in something, right? Dealing with members of the public that are going to be acting like this is a hard job. This is a job that they might not get paid enough for. Dealing with people that it's just acting a fool. Isn't called for, and it's too much. Let's keep going.
Ding! Let me go!
Jesus.
You're not gonna do shit. You're gonna get a supervisor here and that's it. I can't breathe. Hold on. I can't breathe.
Relax.
Then stop. I want a fucking supervisor.
I told you he's on his way.
He's not here. I have a right to talk to him. I have a right to.
Relax. Slow your breathing. Calm down. Relax. Relax.
Sit up.
Relax.
Sit up.
Sit up. Sit up.
Sit up, Samantha.
Sit up.
Jesus Christ.
Stop. Relax. Relax. Don't kick.
Grab the hobble. Hold on. Let her sit up.
Sit up. Sit up. Sit up. You'll breathe better. Sit up. You'll breathe better.
Disgusting.
Sit back in the car. No. Turn around. Sit back in the car.
I'm gonna throw up.
Throw up in your lap. Turn around. Sit back in the car. You'll breathe better. Turn around. Sit in the car. Are you not understanding me?
Oh, but please.
Turn around. Sit in the car.
Please let me breathe.
You are breathing. You need to turn around. Sit up. You breathe better.
You didn't act like a fool and just let me put a seatbelt on you.
All you do is wear a seatbelt. You could have been done with all this. But you want to act the way you wanted to act. This is where we're at. Sit up and in the chair. You're not going to breathe bent over in half. You're not listening to me.
I'm trying to throw up.
Well, throw up in your lap.
Throw up. Stop! I can't sit up and throw up at the same time.
So, trying to seatbelt her because she's acting all erratic. I had her seatbelt, Alexa seatbelted her.
Okay, so you see the number of stripes on his shoulder. He is probably either a lieutenant or the captain himself coming to the scene to figure out what's going on. His stripes are over here. 1, 2, 3. If he has 4, then he's probably the chief or the captain. He's fairly high ranked, very high ranked, and he's trying to figure out what's going on. He's been called out to the scene because it's becoming an incident. It's requiring too many officers. They've been at the scene for too long, and they can't get this person transported. He's there for accountability purposes, just in case anything goes wrong.
I first got her in there, and then she took it off, and then started acting like a fool. Okay. So then we went to go put the seatbelt back on her, and she kept sliding back and over.
What's her name?
Samantha.
Samantha.
I didn't kick her bite.
Listen, Samantha. We're going to talk, okay? Before we can talk, okay? I have to make sure you're okay.
I'm not
so
okay.
We have EMS coming, okay?
I'm throwing up. He's telling me to throw up on myself, which is.
I was telling you to sit up so you could breathe.
No. I told you I was throwing up. It's literally on camera. You told me to throw up on myself.
We have the hobble?
Yeah.
We've been trying. That's what she.
They were trying to put the hobble on her, and she didn't want. So.
Do you want the hobble on you?
I don't know what that is.
It's
but
where you tie up your feet and stuff. You don't want that, right?
No, I don't.
Okay, so.
All I want. He says I assaulted my husband. It didn't happen.
This is not the place for us to argue that, okay?
I understand that, but
Perfect response. You heard it. This is not the place for us to argue that. You know he's getting clipped. This is not the place to argue that. All right, keep listening.
I have a daughter inside.
I understand that. You're going to give yourself more problems, right? If you fight,
I'm not.
All right, I'm just.
All I want.
I'm here now. You haven't fought, so we're good, okay?
All I want
But
is to be heard and to investigate like you're supposed to. So he claimed something, I claimed something. I told them to look at his camera, and they said they saw whatever he showed him and refused to look at anything else. You guys have been out here multiple times.
I know.
He assaulted me more than once. They know this.
But right, we're not gonna argue that here right now.
I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not trying to argue. I'm worried about my dog.
Well, you're not getting. I promise you this: if you fight my deputies and try to kick us, you're not gonna see.
All I wanted to do.
Just cooperate and breathe and relax.
I just want someone to respect me.
Have I disrespected you?
No, you've been great, and I appreciate that. Thank you.
So just so I can give you a little idea what's going to happen. EMS is going to come check you out, okay? If for some reason they feel like you need to go to the hospital or you absolutely demand that you go to the hospital, you'll be going to our local hospital right here in Punta Gorda. Once the doctor, the ER clears you, okay, you're still going to jail. So I just want to make sure you understand that. So just going to delay the whole process a little bit longer.
Yeah, and then what happens after that?
Well, you're in, depending on your charges, the jail determines if you have to see a judge or not.
And the charges are what?
I don't know. Well, right
He-
now,
He said it was battery. Is that my charges? What are you guys arresting me with? What am I arrested with?
sounds like right now at least simple battery. Remember?
I want to know what I...
Okay, so you see, off screen, I did a little quick search to see about where is LaGuardia, Florida. It appears to be, well, they say there's Punta Gorda, Florida. Let's see, located in southwestern Florida. It serves as the county seat of Charlotte County, 19,000. Did he say LaGuardia or did he say Punta Gorda? All right. Anyways, we'll go back.
Well, you're in, depending on your charges, the jail determines if you have to see a judge or not.
And the charges are what?
Reason they feel like you need to go to the hospital or you absolutely demand that you go to the hospital, you'll be going to our local hospital right here in Punta Gorda. Once the doctor, the ER clears you, okay, you're still going to jail. So I want to make sure you understand that. So just going to delay the whole process a little bit longer.
Yeah, and then what happens after that?
Well, you're in, depending on your charges, the jail determines if you have to see a judge or not.
And the charges are what?
I don't know. Well, right
He-
now,
He said it was battery. Is that my charges? What are you guys arresting me with? What am I arrested with?
sounds like right now at least simple battery. Remember?
I want to know what I'm being arrested with. I have a right to know that.
Simple battery?
I've already told her 3 times, yes.
Okay, you want to go to the hospital and get checked out?
Not really.
No. Stay right there.
Just sit up. Come on, careful, don't step in your bottom.
No, I don't want to go to the hospital. I want you guys.
All right, well, we'll go sit you on my stretcher and we'll check you out there. Is that good? Okay.
Whatever you want to do.
All right.
I don't want the hospital. I am refusing. I am not going to the hospital. I'm not going to the hospital. I'm fine. I'm not leaving. Stop hurting me. I'm suing you all.
That's why we're going to have her to the hospital because we're not going to take the rest.
Samantha was charged with battery, another 2 counts of battery on a peace officer, and resisting with violence. Court records indicate she was released on bond, and then in August 2024, she pled guilty to 1 charge and no contest to the remaining charges. As part of her plea agreement, she will be on.
Okay, so we see that she pled no contest. Now, pleading no contest to some charges still gets the conviction there. It just allows a person to say that they claim neither guilt nor innocence, but they accept the punishment. All right, because the punishment here was going to be some probation. She has probation for 12 months, and it looks like she has some counseling she has to go to. Probably alcohol counseling or something like that. Now, her at the end refusing to want to have any medical attention or going to the hospital may be a result of not wanting to have a record going of if there has to be some sort of child custody battle based on the actions of these parties, if she has some sort of mental health issue that could go out of her favor in a child custody battle in the near future. All right. But once again, I want you all to have opportunity to take in some of these interesting cases that happen quite often in the criminal justice system. And I'd say they happen quite often throughout all 50 states. There's always going to be people who have issues at home. They do sometimes spill over into domestic issues, partners fighting. Sometimes kids are involved. Kids are present or kids are harmed. It's the way of how these things happen. What's important is being able to view the incident that's taking place, assessing the situation, seeing what rules are at play, and understanding what laws are going to be applied to this situation. If you or anyone you know is going through a legal situation, it's always best to consult with an attorney in your local jurisdiction, all right, in your state, maybe in your city, all right, in your county. Consult with someone there. Let them look into your situation and find the answer to your legal problem. All right, if you made it this far, and you should notice that there are timeline chapters in each of our videos, so you can skip to the parts that might be interesting to you. All right, this is common sense knowledge we're trying to give you on the law. Try to build a working knowledge for you on how the legal system works, how to read cases, how to see the law at play with real situations. Lastly, this is Advocacy Alchemy with Professor Ross. If you enjoyed the video, go watch some of the others. Give a like, subscribe to the channel, and I'll see you soon. The street is not the place to argue your case.
All right, I'm going to try this again. When was the last time you had something to drink?
I want the truth! You can't handle the truth!